It really has. You listen to Devil Tongue and Perfume.
Hello.
On Spreaker.com. www.spreaker.com. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. Please continue to follow us at Spreaker, Twitter, Instagram. You may email devil.tongue@gmail.com. And I have other platforms soon to be introduced and online in 2020. If you are fans of Power like Perfume and I, all good things must come to an end. And I'm definitely going to miss the series when it goes off the air. Shout out to Fitty. But as far as who shot Ghost, well, I'm going to let Perfume take this over.
I'm telling you, it's not who y'all think it is. It's not them 7 people like Tommy, Tasha, Andre, what's his son's name?
Tariq.
Tariq is none of those people. Because that's too easy. It's just like, who shot JR?
No. For those who remember, because you got to remember, not everybody will remember the TV show Dallas.
Right.
And who shot JR.
But it's not like that. It got to be, in my opinion, if y'all remember, Cash father came on the scene the last 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And he said to Tommy, whenever you find out who did this, let me know, and I can help you get rid of him. Tasha got this new interest, and he told her that he can. I know how to handle your ex-husband, even though he don't know what Ghost does or anything, or he don't know anything about Ghost's past. At least we don't know, but he said he can handle him. What about the other guy who Tasha is moving drugs for? Now,
there's always going to be a lot of plot twists.
Right, but Ghost is messing with his business because Ghost called the cops on Tasha and he tried to get her daycare shut down, and that's where she drew drugs out of, the daycare. So now you got the drug dealer. I'm telling y'all, it's not the people we think it is. It's going to be somebody we're going to be like, oh my goodness, I didn't even think of that person.
You know what? I definitely want to give a shout out to the Power writing team. Wish I was on it. There's supposed to be a spinoff. I guess it's still in production. So nobody knows exactly how Power is going to end. Whether, you can't necessarily kill Ghost and have a spinoff. That wouldn't even make sense. I'm pretty sure he'll be one of the main players in the new spinoff. Or maybe his son, will take over. But again, I don't know how they're going to spin it. I'm going to take a sidebar to that. May Jonathan Witherspoon rest in power. But because Jonathan Witherspoon passed away, Ice Cube, was actually looking to do another Friday movie. Don't know what the title would have been, but Jonathan Witherspoon's death pretty much sidelined that whole production. And, however he spins it off, it may take, a little while before that next Friday movie comes out, or I should say the latest Friday movie comes out, because again, Jonathan Witherspoon did pass away. He was Ice Cube's father in the movie, but that's pretty much kind of like what I'm alluding to with Power. Is only a total of, I think, 5 episodes, including this Sunday coming up.
I don't know. It confuses me. I just look for it. Can't wait for Power to come on Sunday at 8 o'clock on Starz. I'm going to be right here.
You sound like you work for and you're promoting the company.
I don't know. I work for 50 Cent.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't tell me?
I can't. Oh, he don't know.
No. That's not gonna work. I'm trying to get a contract, an I-9 or something for doing this podcast. Don't have to fire you.
Yeah, right.
You're listening to Devil Tongue and Perfume on Spreaker.com, and we're discussing Power.
Yay! Sunday.
The final season. I was definitely in the Power when it first aired, and I can say it's one of the better shows on cable. I don't know if any of you have seen The Godfather of Harlem, but I have only one bit of negative press for The Godfather of Harlem, which chronicles the life of Bumpy Johnson. When it comes to drug dealers, we glorify and we idolize and we worship them, but you can't sell poison to your people and still be this hero. That's kind of the way I'm looking at it. Some people may, see it differently, but think about it like this. The Italian Mafia, I'm not going to name family names per se, but they were selling poison, drugs to the black community, and, profiting off of us heavily, with their homes and their vehicles and their bank accounts. Here come the black drug dealers. Take it back to New Jack City with Nino Brown, which was loosely based on Nicky Barnes and Pappy Mason out of South Jamaica, Queens. All this soup kitchen stuff. Come on. You still poison the community with the drugs. Turning crack particularly with the women. Those crack addicts are turning out crack babies who are growing up with all these emotional problems, which lead to social problems, and the list goes on.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I don't have no comment on it because I don't know what to say. Mm-hmm. I understand what you're saying, but I just don't, I don't know what to say on it. I mean, I do agree, but I'm not saying it's right by me saying I don't have nothing to say. But I just don't. I'm lost for words, I should say.
What about those who become self-righteous? Meaning that, yeah, I sold and pushed drugs, but look at me now. Now I'm a big record label mogul. Right, you use illegal proceeds from your drug dealing to get your label up and running. Do you respect and embrace that? Or do you still go, you should have found another way?
You should have found another way. But then again, we should have found another way, but we don't.
Right.
Because look at who we was just talking about in the beginning.
Bumpy.
Well, Bumpy, but the other person that I'm not going to say no names because I'm afraid he going to find me and curse me out.
All right. I guess if you atone for your sins, that has to count for something. I guess.
I guess they use that because if you look at a lot of them, they were this street hustlers, like Jay-Z. They were street hustlers, and they'll chalk it up to as that's how I survived. Right, and then they made their money that way because they knew how to survive. They knew how to play the game. They know the streets. So I don't know.
Or they'll use the argument, whether it's valid or not, I wasn't going to get this from working at no McDonald's. No disrespect to McDonald's. I'm just saying there is a lot of truth to that. But what boggles my mind will always boggle my mind. How much a daily habit, if not a weekly habit, that an addict has, and how much these drug dealers actually make. I want to say back in the 80s, it seemed like it was real bad. But they was always driving around in the latest car and had the big jewelry, the big gold chains, etc., etc. And it's like, well, wow. Do they really make that much money selling drugs? It would seem that way.
I think they do, but I think it's not like they make that money like that in a week. Because if you watch like these movies with them, you will see how they make the money and they put their money to the side. They stockpile their money until they get that. I want that new Mercedes Benz.
Well, when you say stockpiling the money, there was another very good show, Snowfall. And Snowfall, I forget the character's name, but it sort of chronicled how, again, this is drug dealing back in the 80s, how he was trying to become bigger than just being a street dealer. Let's face it, we can't manufacture a lot of that stuff here. We can't manufacture the vials. We can't manufacture, the weapons. None of that. All that is brought in, through mules or through boats or what have you. And I guess the point I'm getting at is it's a bigger operation than the average street hustler on the corner. It's much bigger. But there are despite the drug lords who've been jailed over the decades, there is no black, who's the guy that's in jail right now? Mm-hmm. Yes, you do.
Who, R. Kelly? No, Suge Knight.
No, not Suge Knight.
I don't know. Not like they my buddies. I don't know.
The Spanish drug lord. And I know
Chapo.
Right.
You trying to be funny, think I know him because I live in Washington Heights?
I'm not trying to be funny, but there was no black El Chapo. I'll say shout out to Bumpy's memory, but there really, and Frank Lucas too, as a matter of fact, there really are no black drug kingpins.
I think because I don't know them personally, just looking at them on the movies and stuff like that, versus blacks and others, we tend to live differently. When we become drug kingpin lords like Bumpy, we get a penthouse in Lenox Terrace.
Everybody's trying to live their life, period.
No, but they trying to live with the statement the kids say now, living my best life. Versus El Chapo, he had a hut in Mexico.
That wasn't exactly a hut.
But it wasn't a mansion.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Maybe that's why.
Well,
I don't know.
Well, you know what?
Difference?
Fictional or not, take it back to Scarface. You saw how Scarface lived.
Yeah.
All that security, and they still got him at the end. Hey. But there are no black drug lords all right, just as an example, you could pick on Haiti, you could pick on Jamaica, you could pick on Nigeria. There are no black drug lords that the United States wants to and will bring to justice because they're pushing their drugs over here, raking in millions annually, and people are dying all over the street from not just from their drugs, but from the violence that ensues from the drug wars. If any black hustler, let's just say, manages to get his crew together to actually fish the bales out of the, Miami Bay or whatever, with the Coast Guard hot on their tail. If they have the charter planes flying in from wherever, bringing all that stuff into the States, that's another story. But then, like I said, those are the major drug lords, and typically they're not black people.
Nope.
But yet, we're the ones paying the price, the ultimate price.
I don't know.
I would like a nice, well-paying job where all my bills are paid and I still have money to enjoy myself at the boxing matches and at the football games, box seats, and at, the arenas where, your favorite basketball team is playing. And mind you, remember, those tickets are not cheap. If those are like the $500 tickets, if not more.
And two, maybe that we spend our money when we get money like that, we spend it on big lavish things.